for those of you just joining, this is a round 2 match between TDM, Trademark Gaming, and Complexity Gaming. We already have our first 2 bans from either side. We have the Invoker Enchantress ban, and we have a Lycan Chen ban. Well, I mean, standard up until Enchantress. And Darkseer.
I think Enchantress is a pretty good ban as well. I mean, both teams are taking away the domination heroes that can like dominate neutral creep, that can build up an army, that are good pushing power, so on. They've got Chen and Enchantress, so that's no surprises there, to be honest. But it's weird for one team to ban, or for both teams to ban one of those each. That doesn't make sense to me.
There's just a lack of jungle emphasis here, because if you really, I don't think they want someone in the jungle, because some of the strongest junglers now have been taken out. I think Enigma is the only one that remains that is a legitimate heavy pick. That's pretty interesting though. Like, I'm really quite curious as to see what their lineups are going to be. Who do you think is going to be the third ban from the Dire? Broodmother maybe, or Windrunner. Or Furion.
Fury.
That's exactly who I was thinking. Furion. So, me and you were there. The Brood is a good one, too.
Just considering that they... Oh, there we go.
Tide. If you don't pick them, you ban them. I always say that. If you don't pick Tide, you ban them. If you're not going to pick them, get them out the pool. Furion picked. Oh, man. That's a very good pick.
No big surprise. He's one of those classic first pick heroes as well. I mean, the both the lane control in late game and the pushing power, as well as the global map... like the initiate that he has is just amazing. But there you go, you got the spider out as well, and the Fury, and there's things that we're calling bans that didn't get banned, they get picked instead.
Yeah, they I mean, it's interesting that we're gonna see a repeat of the Brewmaster selection as the first pick, followed by Broodmother, which I really don't mind the pick. I actually like the pick. The Tide being out of there is actually what probably prompted them to do it, because Tide is just a legitimate counter to Brood. That Anchor Smash just completely demolishes those spiderlings, and also does a ton of damage to her over time. Leshrac, okay, looks like I think the Radiant is going to go for a heavy emphasis on pushing. I'm not really sure if you agree, but do you think the Trademark is going to be headed in that direction, considering the bans and all the heroes left available in order to push?
I'm unsure if they want to do a pushing strat, but they definitely have push power. I also think that Leshrac is a great counter to Spider, because once those spiderlings come out, you have to have an AoE. And Clap, fine, it's a little bit of AoE, but only take him down to about 55% HP, if I remember correctly. And the Leshrac, all you need is Edict or 2 seconds of his Nova, and they're gone.
Yep.
So I think that's a great defense against the Spider pushing. And you can put Leshrac in a solo lane against the Spider, because, I mean, even if the Spider comes up to you through the net when he's invis and starts chomping on you, he does have that stun, which allows him to run away.
Completely agree. Windrunner. Ooh, that's an interesting pick. You know, I like the Windrunner pick. However, in my mind, initially, I thought Shadow Shaman would have been a great pickup, because then you have a dominant composition of mid lane dominance with your Shadow Shaman. You'll have a very strong jungle hero that can push, and you have Leshrac that you can put anywhere the Brood goes. Very interesting. Wow. I mean, it's not that I dislike the pick, don't get me wrong, but I kind of thought Shadow Shaman was going to be coming off the board, and I thought that would have been a good pick. Wow. Okay.
10 seconds.
Wouldn't surprise me though if coL goes the Shadow Shaman or the Shadow Demon now as the next pick.
Yeah,
the Shadow Demon is a great pick together with the Panda. So there we go. The Shadow Shaman.
Man, I really thought that the Radiant could have picked that up, and that would have been just an excellent composition of pushing power and strong laning heroes. But that's a great counter pickup. That's addition, in my opinion, by subtraction, what the Dire team went, unless they had originally planned to have him up. But I don't think Shadow Shaman typically goes as a 6th pick if he's not banned, correct? You would generally see him higher?
You generally want to pick him first. So he's not usually in the pool that long to be able to pick him as a last pick.
Absolutely agree.
If he doesn't get banned in the first wave and he doesn't get picked in the first wave, he gets banned in the second. That's generally like that.
Vengeful Spirit ban. You know, I don't mind the ban. I just didn't think Sand King. Oh, nice. Yep.
Great Sand King is a very good ban. I'm unsure about the Venge pick. I think they could have banned something. Yeah, exactly. I think they could have banned something a little bit more like crucial as well. There's a few heroes out there that shouldn't be in the pool still, that you want to fear a little bit more, because I haven't got like the Venge is great against a hero like Enigma, but it doesn't matter if you swap in Panda, because he will ulti and run away or initiate. If you swap in the Spider, same thing. Swap in the Rasta, he's gonna pop his wards and Hex. I mean, sure, you can kill him off quickly, but he's not essential to winning the team fight, getting him out of the way. So I don't see why the Venge is important to ban. I mean, sure, the Aura, but they haven't even got ranged heroes there. So
what about the Enigma? I don't like that ban either, because I didn't think they can actually. Personally, I don't think they could have afforded to pick Enigma anyway because of their lane composition. If you look at the lane composition as it is, Brood is either going to go solo or suicide, right? Because Shadow Shaman pretty much is relegated to middle at this point. But maybe they may actually no, because we saw last game Complexity. Yeah, but Complexity went against the grain. And what they did was they made Shadow Shaman support, and they put Brewmaster middle, and Jo completely dominated last game. He dominated second wave gaming just with impeccable performance on Brew. So actually, I don't really know. I mean, I guess the Enigma could have been a good ban, because my impression was Shadow Shaman would have gone middle, but they proved last game that Brewmaster and Jo in particular can take over games middle as
I would still see a Shadow Shaman side lane, to be honest, and I'm looking for the Potom pick again.
Riki ban, they seem to just not like to be silenced by Riki. So
yeah, that smoke is horribly annoying.
I completely agree with you. Yeah,
and it forces you to buy dust. It forces you to buy sentries. It means you can only team fight in certain areas. You always have to watch your back. You always have to know kind of where he is on the map, and if he's gone, then you have to know how far he's been able to get.
Agree. Now, I want to ask you about the CM pick really quickly. I don't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, sure.
Okay, with a Broodmaster and a Brewmother and now a Shadow Demon selection, do you think CM, I kind of felt like they were okay on supporting heroes, because all three of their first selections could play a semi-support while still maintaining good farm and get items. Do you think they needed to put a heavy emphasis on CM, because now they're relegated to having a very, very strong late game hero because of the Brew and the Shadow Demon? Do you really like that pickup? I
love the mana regen thought. I think her core reason for being picked now is not because of a Nova or Bite. It's because of the mana regen. And we give that to both the Furion and the Leshrac, as well as the Windrunner being able to spam Power Shot a little bit more often and Shackle. I think that's why they need her. And that's fine, because that'll let those heroes get a little bit more utility and or DPS instead of having to get the mana regen to be able to always stay in fights. And I think the pick is fine, but she is going to get killed a lot.
But to be honest, I don't really know about the mana regen, because if you think about it, Furion can go back to base whenever. Leshrac is either going to go mana boots and high health, or he's going to go Bloodstone and then get other items. And then Windrunner maybe is going to see an Orchid every now and again with a 4-staff, so she should have enough regen. I don't know. I think that pick right there is going to determine the winner and the loser, because it clearly depends on her impact early and mid game. Because, late game, she's just going to feed the carries. Morphling, excellent selection, I think. Wow.
That's a very good last pick for them.
Great synergy with that hero. High nuke. They pretty much all have high nukes. Good mobility. Great carry potential. Wow. I actually really like that selection. Good call. I didn't see that one coming, although I should.
No. I didn't think about it at all last game either. Because it wasn't
that was a good selection. Yeah. The CM I kind of thought was questionable, but it just depends on their strategy. TDM is a team that's been around for a while. They were in the Han scene and stuff, so I'm pretty sure they know what they're doing. I was just questioning the pick because I didn't really see that one coming. He's going to go Bloodstone and then get the counter pick. You don't think they're going to pick Spectre again, do you?
Well, apparently coL loves to pick Spectre, so it doesn't.
I know. That's the only reason I brought it up. Yeah.
I still want to see Potom though. I mean, I love watching Potom and Shadow Demon together on a team. It's just so much fun. Also, like the fact that the invis from her would be perfect.
Yes, the initiation, especially if you're not ready for it and you don't have a lot of counters or sight. Yeah, no, I completely agree. I just don't think that they can afford that because of the lane comp. The lane comp's still going to be a little bit sketchy.
Yeah, no. I'm not. There we go.
Spectre again. This is another interesting Spectre lineup. So we're probably going to see the same thing. Our Broodmother is probably going to go solo bottom. Solo long lane. You're going to see the typical complexity version of supporting with Shadow Shaman and Shadow Demon. Wow, that is, man. I mean, realistically, if you look at that, you don't think that's a pretty good team. But the way that they play and the way that they handle those heroes together, oh, they're just so good with that lineup. Although I kind of don't think that is definitely not the norm. Would you agree? That is not a norm, typically looking team.
I think the team is fine, to be honest. I don't think it's that unusual either. The Spectre is the only questionable choice. But if coL, like so many people have said now, love picking Spectre, then they know how to play her a lot better than what other people are doing.
Absolutely.
Picking her a little bit randomly. Their synergy is really there with the Spectre pick, and that means that they're always going to let that Spectre get the kills. And if we looked at last game, I think it was 20-0 at the 12-15 minute mark or whatever it was. Panda had 11 of them, and Spectre had, I think, 6 of them as well. So they know how to give it last hits, and they know how to give her a farm. And because of that, I think it's quite fine. I mean, the Panda managed mid, no problems last game. That's obvious choice. And I think the lineups is the lanes actually just the way I thought them as well. The CM and Leshrac babysitting the Morphling. Perfect choice. Windrunner is going to be mid, and then no, this now I do not know where they're going.
They're switching, switching because of the Broodmother pick. See, originally I thought Furion would be in the jungle. You'll have Windrunners going suicide lane. You'll have Leshrac middle. You'll have CM and Morph. CM and Morph know that they're going to be on a 2-on-1. CM and Morph are equipped to go for it. But look at the switching and the transitions. Now you're going to have Morphling and Leshrac together. In my opinion, I really like to see Leshrac play a more stronger role, dominant later. Oh, look at this game middle. Jo, CM with an incredible frostbite. Oh, look at the port by Taku. The port by Taku was what got them the first blood. Excellent job. That Invis rune was huge. She picked it up bottom, she transferred top, and I think when they saw Broodmaster was going suicide, I think what they did was they opted to change their lane composition, which I think was a great idea. I'm very, very, very interested to know why they thought Windrunner, we're probably going to have to ask them after the game, Windrunner isn't actually going on the long lane. She's actually going top. And look, oh man, CM in a bad place, in a terrible place. She's about to get ganked. Oh, here comes a Shackle. And Shadow Demon, for some reason, is trying to orb shoot instead of just attacking. Leshrac tried to save him. Spectre came in, and he's going to get away. So yeah, so they're tri-laning top, but I really feel like Leshrac is a much better hero in terms of strengthening his late game potential, his mid game dominance, instead of making him go support. I don't know if you feel the same way, but I don't like him or Tidehunter on supporting roles. I feel like they're so much stronger and so much more useful if you actually allow them to get experience and get some farm, and with some bigger items, they can become really, really, really devastating in some team fights.
Yeah, there's a few heroes which, even if you're on a lane with a carry, I'd try to give them the all the first last hits, all the XP in the beginning, just to get them up in the level to manage to be useful. I mean, like Tide, for example, get him to level 6 really, really quickly, and then let him move around the map. I hate seeing a Tide Hunter be stuck at level 4 because he's pure support or only roaming. It hurts. It hurts me on the inside.
I completely agree with you. They counter warded. Okay, so there was a warding of the pull, which we did not see last game, but then instantly, Complexity, being very intelligent, they just quickly counter ward. They spent the 200 gold. They realized the investment. So that was actually Brewmaster just picked up an illusion rune. He's now going to put some pressure on this Windrunner, I think. No, he's just going back to farm the lane. Windrunner with a nice timed power shot just hits him in the face, coming up the river. Like, she saw him the whole way. Just smashed him in the mouth. Broodmother bottom. Broodmother's actually, Hannah Montana's actually getting harassed pretty well because of the Sentry Ward. Taku intelligently getting a Sentry Ward, understanding that the 200 gold investment is going to be worth the levels and the experience and the items that he'll get later on. That's a very good job by him. A lot of players, for some reason, just seem to struggle with that concept that paying the 200 seems to hurt them too much early. It's very good to see that these teams are very, very intelligent in the way that they're approaching the game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, especially since they did a change in the spiderling, so they also go invis in the nets.
Yeah.
Because a lot of versions ago, they didn't do that, but now that they do, in a hero like Furion, he has to walk.
I saw that coming. Broodmaster harassing, doing some excellent harass to Taku with the spiderlings. The problem that she encountered was when she overextended, instead of going up through the trees and around, because she clearly already cleared the tree path, if you can look bottom, what she ended up doing was she ended up going through the tower. The tower started to hit her, and then for some reason she opted to use a soul ring charge. So basically going from 300 HP to literally no HP, and then just getting one-shotted by the tower. So Taku with some shifty moves there. I actually was pretty impressed by his mini juking ability there. He just made a few good steps, and she just kind of just chased the wrong way and got caught. Wow, that was really interesting. A little bit of a misstep, but she's still doing a good job. I mean, he has to go back. She's already back in lane farming, so she's going to get the experience back for that loss.
Yeah, it's important for him to be
Yeah.
to have gotten that kill. He needed that XP and he needed that gold as well, and that just
CM top. CM overextending again, once again in the jungle. She seems to be overextending a little bit too often. She's getting caught. Oh wow, but a Shadow Shaman kill because Morphling Waveform just does so much damage early. Waveform just completely obliterated her, and then with with a split earth that hit, it was just too much. I'm actually very surprised that they countered that. Like that was an even trade, and I really didn't think that was possible. Just a very good job by TDM to actually pick that up.
I'm just watching bot now at the moment with Spider Fury in lane, and it's just funny to watch how both of them are just summoning summons after summons. One of them has an army of spiderlings, the other one has an army of treants. It's kind of like it's like a battlefield.
Oh, gank middle. Oh, the nice ulti by Jay, and then the shackled latch, but not long enough. And beautiful stunt, great micro. Jay is just so good at microing. I was gonna say a little bit of a misstep. He was level 4, a Misaki during the engagement with the shackle, but because of all the action, he didn't want to, or like I guess his mind was elsewhere. He could have leveled up Hex, which would have actually guaranteed the kill. I didn't think they were gonna get the kill, but they inevitably got the kill because of Jay's just impeccable micro with Brewmaster's ulti, as he displayed last game. Again, Furion not in lane. Furion's spending a lot of time out of lane, bottom lane. I mean, they're even levels, but he's spending a lot of time out of lane.
Yeah, I mean, look at the army of spiderlings that he has now, and because they can just go in, slow him, and as soon as one of them slows him enough, then the rest of them are there to attack him. It just takes so much HP off him, and he can't sprout himself without catching a few of those spiders inside the sprout as well, meaning he's going to take a lot more damage. And I mean, sure, he can protect himself on the actual spider hero, but not from the spiderlings, and it doesn't surprise me that he spent so much time in base.
So it looks like there's gonna be a 4-man gang top. Brewmaster coming in with a haste. He's gonna slow. There you go. He's gonna thunderclap. Morph gonna try to get out of there. And look at the damage that didn't happen to Brew. Brew just ate that. Nice disruption. Oh my goodness. Nice shackle. Think they're gonna pick this kill up. Where's the thunderclap? You need a thunderclap? Okay, you don't need a thunderclap. You're too good. My bad. I forgot. Complexity just doing a great job this year with Broodmother. I believe Broodmother killed. Yep, Broodmother killed Crystal Maiden bottom. Wow. Unfortunately, that was during that last engagement. But wow, that's an interesting kill. Brewmaster doing a great job. Brood coming back early after seemingly being a little bit out of position.
Yeah, I missed that completely as well, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, because we were fighting top. Like, we definitely saw a fight top. I mean, it's not like we can be 2 plays at once. Come on, guys. Stop hating, haters. Oh, Waveform! Woo! Man, Waveform and Split Earth land almost at the same time. And Spectre goes from like 600 HP to no HP. Edict coming off as well and just insta-giving him. Just being caught out of position a little bit too far. And that does so much damage. Oh! He went from 600 to nothing in a matter of seconds. Looks like we're gonna have an engagement top. No, CM decides to try to steal creep. Spectre coming top. Split Earth missed. Spectre switching. Now he's going for CM. CM's gonna be food for the Spectre all game. He's going for the kill. He smells blood like a shark. Look at Morphling now going. He's going to wait for him for this kill. He might pick up another one. No, he's actually going to get out of there intelligently. He gets out of there. Although CM goes down.
CM went down to the
Shadow Demon.
Yeah, the poison touch. Or the shadow touch, sorry. Yeah. Managed to run out and got the last hit on him.
Look at Brood bottom. Just doing what Brood does. Just harassing. Micro harassing, going for towers. Micro harassing, going for towers.
I like
Furion's
that,
doing a good job, but
yeah, I like that Furion has even put a sentry ward
Yeah.
behind his own tower, knowing
Yeah.
that Spider's doing exactly what he does now, just
Yeah,
pushing
absolutely.
out the
nice
Spiders.
port. Nice port. Looks like Edict should be coming up here shortly to kill. Yep, he's gonna kill the Spiderling. So Brood has to work on that spider army once again. It's gonna take her some time to pick that up. Although I think she's gonna get that tower here within the next few minutes, because if this continues, it's just gonna get out of control. She's just gonna be able to even push into the tier 2 because there's so much action going top lane. Mid lane, we haven't been in mid in a while. Windrunner quietly picking up a bottle. She's 0-1-1. She has 46 last hits for 9 minutes. Pretty decent. Nothing to complain about there. She actually has more farm than Jo, who's a really good brewmaster. So she's doing an excellent job middle lane, despite the death. But they both have deaths mid lane, so it's not like anyone has a clear advantage. And Morphlane going in, tackle porting, intelligently porting, just for that extra DPS. Right in the middle. Spectre is able to get away, but Shadow Demon was unlucky and was not able to get away. He ulted, so he looks like he's pushing. He looks like he's pushing in bot lane. Leshrac now I think is going to transition to try to take care of this Brood. Oh, nice stun. Nice split earth. Yep.
Well, I don't understand. Why would he split Earth Spider now and leave himself with no mana?
I think he just wanted to
split Earth for no reason.
I agree, but I think his thought was he just wanted to let her know I'm here. Whether or not it was a good idea is completely irrelevant. I just think he wanted to do some damage to let her know that he's in the lane now. Although I agree with you, I think he should have just easily just dropped an edict and just did what he could. And Brood is going to take this tower now. Mid lane, oh boy, CM out of position, and Brewmaster smells blood. He's going for it. He effectively doubled her level, so he's going to get this kill. He's going to pick up this kill. Top lane, we have Morphling out of position. And wait for him, but he's going to get shackled right now. Hex into shackle. Oh, actually, Hex into Ether Shock into shackle and Morph. Oh, like a boss. Morphing strength, getting out of there. And guess what? Tackle again. Porting exactly where he needs to be, doing exactly what he needs to do. Here comes Windrunner. Oh, she's going to set up the arrow. She's going to miss the arrow. She's going to get out of position, kind of get greedy. No shackle. You could have got 2. She doesn't want to shackle. Tackle again, saving the day. Man, this Furion, that guy. Wow. A comment on how well I think he's playing. I mean, I think he's doing an exceptional job.
He's in the right place at the right time, and he's doing great. The bad thing I see is why was he stuck bottom lane instead of Leshrac?
Yeah.
Leshrac should have been in bottom lane from the beginning instead.
I completely agree with you. We made that a point of emphasis early in the game. I thought their lane composition was a little bit flawed. I think it kind of hurt them, but they're still doing well. I mean, Complexity rolled their first match. They went 20 kills, no deaths, and now this is a seemingly close matchup. Oh, Brewmaster, porting top, very intelligently. Tackle, I think is gonna. No, he treats himself. He's invisible. He gets out of there. Good job. Whoa, they still pick up the kill though. That was a nice stun. I think what happened is they ended up having sight on Furion. Wow, I really was surprised that they were gonna get the pickup. Wow, he sprouted himself and he got away. I'm really curious. I really wonder how they ended up seeing him. Shadow with the
the Shadow Touch.
Yeah.
Or it's not called that. Shadow Poison? No, what's it called? It's called Shadow Poison, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I really thought he was going to get away. But still, early game, pretty even. This is a very good matchup.
Take a look at the gold graphs and the XP in the meantime. We never even got a chance to do that last game. That was actually surprising.
Non-packed action.
The dire side with just over 1,000 gold more earned, so that's still pretty even in my opinion for being 12 minutes. The kills also 7-9, so it's even enough not to be exaggerated on one or the other side. The XP is around there as well, just over 1,000 more XP to the dire side, so they are in the lead, and that also accounts for the 2 kills that they got. That's and a little bit more XP from the creeps, but it's pretty even so far in my opinion. The level difference is also interesting.
Yeah,
I think it's 8-9, 8-5-7 for the Radiant side, while 5-9, 10, 8-5 for the Dire side. So 2 of them under level 6 on the dire side, but one really high leveled one, and that's the spider on level 10. Was a little bit more even on Radiant.
And Broodmother has 388 GPM, considering all the harassment she got and the early death and having counters everywhere on every web and just being messed with. But that tower, the ability of Broodmother to still get towers under pressure, man, he's highest GPM in the game and easily maybe behind Morphling. Probably the most harassed hero on the map. I think Morph has been targeted a lot, but thanks to Waveform and the morphing of the strength, he's been able to get a lot out of a lot of trouble.
I mean, just the fact that you get 8 HP regen underneath the nets makes a huge difference. That on top of the Soul Ring, which is another 3, that gives her innately 11 HP regen per second, and that is a lot. And even if you do harass her, let her go 10 seconds underneath the net, and she's already got back that harassed hit. That is
it looks like they're going to try to pick up this kill middle. Yep, it looks like they're going to try to get her, but she's invisible, and she gets out. Oh, he placed the counter a little bit behind. That speed that she gets, man, she sometimes moves warp speed. That was so fast. She literally just got out of there in a jiff, and there was nothing anybody can do about it. And tackle
excess 35%.
Right on time. Yeah, it's incredible. Missing the split earth, and is he going to get caught? No, he is slow though. Nice shackle. Great shackle. And harass. I think they might be able to pick up this kill. Oh, the disruption. Disrupted his teammates. I think the disruption actually hurt more than helped.
It was good intention, but it was badly done.
Absolutely. Oh, he couldn't get the sprout off. Very close, though. And they're probably going to transition this into a middle. Edict is down, however, but since it's a relatively fast cooldown, I think by the time the next wave comes up, this tower will be down. I think he's going to get the Edict down now. They're actually going to move in for a kill. No, they're not. They're going to back up. Furion's going to ulti, put some extra harass. Yep. Shadow Demon has to make a choice at this point. Yeah, he either uses his 10 charges or backs up to heal, and he looks like they're going to deny this. No, they're not going to deny it. Yep. Edict is down. I think Bru's going to Furion with the last hit. I'm really surprised they didn't jump on him with the tower that low. They had the numbers advantage. They had mana.
I think both teams are scared of dying now a little bit. Yeah. They want to keep any kind of...
Look bot lane. Brew, Hannah Montana with the micro. Waveform was already used to actually do damage. Oh, but giving up on the play. I don't really know if I like that idea, but to be honest, it doesn't really matter because Morphling has to go back. He has to waste the TP. He has to buy another 150, or he has to buy another teleport scroll. He has to spend 135 gold more just because of that mistake. So it's actually... Though Hannah Montana didn't get the kill, he's not farming as well as he'd like to be, this Morphling, because of it. So, Taku now transitioning middle. What do you think so far? Who do you think has the lead? Like, take the experience, take the gold grab, just with the map control. They both have one tower, but who do you think has a slight advantage, or do you think it's really perfectly even?
No, I think coL has a slight advantage. That Spider has an incredible amount of farm and levels. Yes. Now that she's hit a level 11 as well, that's a lot of HP regen when she attacks, and she's just tanking lane, and she is getting that Oblivion staff up.
Yeah. Comes to Sprout bottom. I agree with you. The only exception to that, I think, is when Broodmother transitions into mid and late game with her team fighting ability. She's really not there for team fight. She's really more for map control as opposed to team fight. Just pushing towers. Because her team fight against this team, I don't really... unless you can get a BKB really quickly, I really think she's going to be afraid to be team fighting with this.
Yeah, but even if you get a BKB really early, then it's not going to be useful as much late, and she needs more than 5 seconds avatar to be able to survive. So the BKB has to be in late, or you have to get 2 of them for that to be useful.
Well, they look like they're going to go in on him. Oh, looks like Tackle's in trouble. We got a port in. We got, Jay. Yep. Jay on Brewmaster comes in. Oh, Furion. He's able to TP out. Shadow Shaman goes down by Morphling. Morphling now being hit with the extremely long Yule Scepter that Brewmaster gets. Oh, all the DPS. Windrunner's trying to save him. Another. Oh, that ulti is just too good. Morphling doing his best getaway impression. He's really trying to get away. I think he might. No, he's not. Broodmother gonna turn him into spiders. Man, that's good try by Morphling. I think Morph is doing an exceptional job. He really almost got away from that, and that was a really bad spot to be in.
I just want to point out for the viewers watching as well that the game is actually coL versus TDM, not coL versus Second Wave. There's a couple of people that have problems with the title, and they're still seeing coL versus Second Wave. So I just want to point out, coL is the Dire team and TDM is Radiant.
Oh yes, sir. Yep. Unfortunately, we can't see the overlays, so we apologize for that.
No, it's on the Twitch page, not the overlay.
Oh, on the Twitch page. Oh, I'm sorry.
Bottom.
Hannah Montana, I think, is going to be going down here. Yes, Furion ulti comes in. Furion gets the kill. CM surprised that he's going to get out of there. Well, but he had to. Jay had to. There's just too many on the Radiant side with that haste. Brood unexpectedly going down. Windrunner DC, we're going to see a pause. Man, this is a really good game. Look how close this game is.
Just out of curiosity, I'm one of those people who, I don't want to say OCD, but in mid lane at about 2.5 minutes, Windrunner dropped a GG branch up on a ramp. Panda multiple times has been standing on top of it, but didn't destroy it. And now I see another one in bottom lane, just where that fight was, just above the webs, right next to the CM. There's another GG branch there. I can't stand it. Whenever I play a game, if I see an item on the ground, I will nearly sacrifice my life to destroy it, even if it's a branch. It's one of those ticks.
Truthfully,
yeah,
I think that's an indictment to you, because that's more like you have Rain Man syndrome.
A little bit, yeah, possibly. Well, am I seriously the only person out there that's like that? I see stuff littering the map. I want to get rid of it.
I mean, personally, no, I don't mind it. Except if it's tangos, I grab it. If it's not tangos, then I don't really care. Like, if it's something stupid, like if it's teleport scroll at Roche just left, I'll pick it up and take it if I can use it. If not, no. I mean, it doesn't really matter. But, I mean, look, everybody has their intricacies. You just, for some reason, don't like things to be out of place. It's okay, though. There's a lot
when
of
the map spawns, there's no items on the ground. Yeah. So when the game ends, there should be no items on the ground. It's that simple. I will clean up.
Well, so when you place wards, though, like, so before you take down the shrine, do you actually go counter ward and then wait for the counter wards to wear off in order to take down the shrine? Or do you just...
No, that's something completely different. I mean, I'll tank 2 attacks from a hero to kill a GG branch on the ramp. No problem.
So will you eat a stun and then get killed for that, though, too?
It has happened.
That's actually pretty funny. Wow. No, I mean, I'm sorry. I'm not plagued by that ailment, so I wouldn't know what it's like. But I'm sure it's rough on you. I really am sure that's difficult for you to handle.
I've just been watching, like half the game. I've been watching that GT branch. It so annoyed me at 4.5 minutes. The Panda walked up on top of it, stood there, like just using it like a little platform, and then walked down. It's one hit, for God's sake. Attack it. Anyway, I mean, I'm sorry. I don't want to get stuck on this subject. I just want to take the chance while we're paused to see if I was the only person out there that does that.
Go delicious Aussie. The game's paused. Feel free. Feel free to remark about anything that you want, including how strange it is that you have to destroy everything on the map before you do anything else, and that you'll die for it. I'm pretty sure people are getting a kick out of that right now. Yeah, bro, I'll die. But you know what you lost? Iron Branch, 53 gold. I don't care if I lost 200 gold.
Okay, no, I'll expand on it then. If I have a full inventory, like starting items, I might go branch, salve, 3 branches, and something else. And then I have to drop one of those branches if I don't get harassed very much in lane to buy a pair of boots. Because I don't want to give up the tango or the salves. I try to give up the branch. Yes. But I will at some point, even at 40 minutes into the game, if I walk into the secret shop, the side shop to get a TP, for example, and my branch is still there, I will pick it up, sell it, and then buy the TP. I would never let that 20 gold go to waste.
Brother,
that's like the second. Okay.
We need Holy for the win here. We need an intervention. He does that stuff too.
Apparently, I'm not the only one, at least. But for me, it's like 23 gold. 21 gold. Why would you let that go to waste? That makes no sense. It's 1 second of your time.
Exactly. Holy does that stuff too. He gets items and he's like, wait, you know what? I don't want to build this. Well, I have to build this into something. He got a basher on a razor one time because he wanted to build an item that he accidentally bought into something. So he goes, you know what I'll do on razor? This is
I'll get a basher.
I'm a pro. I'll finish the basher, baby, on razor. That's awesome. No, man, I really don't have that issue. Like I do that a lot. Like I leave branches stuff all like I sometimes leave tangos, and I've had this happen where other like the opposing lanes will push my tower. I'll go grab a rune. They'll pick up my tangos, but when they pick up my tangos, I get so upset. I get pissed off. I'm like, all right, bro, you're dying for that. But yeah, like no, I don't. Like I've done that, and I like it doesn't even occur to me to go back and pick up those items. So I think it's so crazy how you have to go back and get that. But that's cool.
I will
It
do
is
it.
what it is. Yeah.
I want to give a shout out what we have. We have 250 viewers at the moment. We had 100 last time, so it's really nice seeing a lot more people tuning in now.
Nice.
Big shout out to
Awesome.
you all guys. And
Yeah.
how about we take the chance, look at some of the items now on the heroes. I mean, we've
Sure.
looked at the XP graph and everything else, so I think item delving would be a little bit interesting, especially considering some of the builds that
Yeah.
they've gone that to me are surprising. Like, for example, the Windrunner with mana boots with a CM
Yeah,
on the
you know,
team.
I saw that earlier, but I mean, that seems highly mana intensive, and yes, you have CM, but I kind of thought since Leshrac wasn't going mana boots, or it looks like he probably isn't going to go mana boots
Yeah.
since Windrunner did it. You know,
Yeah, but the Windrunner has the
look at
blink
Spectre's
coming as
boots.
well.
Yeah, but look
Yeah.
at Spectre's boots. Tell me what you think about that.
Phase boots?
Yep, very
That's
interesting
standard
choice.
for me.
Oh, it's really.
Yeah.
I'm a Steam Boots guy.
I nearly never go anything else. Oh, you mean power treads?
Power treads, yes. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
I think
That's the,
what's that? A
that's
Han
the
or a Hol
noob
in
in
the
me.
front?
That's the Han noob in me.
Yep.
Yes, and Holy has to give it to me.
I'm just assuming that it's Han or Lol. I don't play the game. I played both of them in beta, but just to try them out, but never really gotten into it. But yeah, no, phase boots for me is perfectly viable. You get the dagger, you pop onto phase boots together with her Desolate, which works in the sense that if there's no other heroes in a certain AoE around her, she will do extra damage per hit. And couple that with the extra damage, which is 24 from the phase boots. I like that damage, and it hurts.
Yeah,
It
and
really
pure.
hurts, especially early
And it's a
game.
pure damage spell too.
Yeah, the
It's
spell is
unblockable.
good damage, but together with the phase boots, it just you get that extra ability to keep up with them and attack them a few more times. Power treads, sure, gives you extra attack speed, but the phase boots will let you stay within range to keep on attacking. And that's what I like about it. And I mean, Spectre is one of those heroes that has to use a lot of spells, so you're never going to interrupt the phase boots to do something else.
Yeah.
Together with the dagger and the extra movement speed she gets from that and a non-collision, it's for me, that's fine. I like in a lane, if I have the chance, I will go very high levels in Desolate early just to try and, or to be able to hunt heroes a lot more effectively.
You know,
I won't go
I
dispersion.
completely agree with your premise. I do. I don't want to disagree with you. I just thought it was interesting. Because me personally, I like the extra health.
I mean,
I
late
also like
game,
the stat.
late game, you would always sell the phase boots to get
Yeah.
power instead. I'm not disputing that at all because that extra attack speed is a lot more effectively in the DPS sense with damage. But early game, she has no damage and hence has to have attack damage from the boots as well as staying in range, and that's why you get the phase boots early.
Yeah, see, that's the
also-
beauty about this game, though. Everybody can play it completely differently, and not only that, there are so many different combinations for so many different item types and counters and all that stuff that it makes it so interesting to hear other people's perspectives. Because honestly, I never get phase boots, but I agree with the chasing ability. I agree it even helps him last hit, or her. Excuse me.
Yeah,
'cause
exactly.
Spectre's being-
It's also about how you play. Like some people are more offensive, some people are more defensive. Some people love moving around from lane to lane. Some people like staying in a lane. If you're staying in a lane and not moving around, I would go power treads. And also for the HP, power treads over phase boots. But if you have a good team behind you and you love going in globally, then phase boots would be better because the illusions come up and they're not always right next to the hero when you haunt into them. And the phase boots lets you catch up a lot quicker to get into that fight or to get into that chase.
Yeah, no, it makes a lot of sense. It's something that I don't normally do, and I never really thought of doing because I feel like him being tanky and strong, or her being tanky and strong, I thought Spectre was always best suited that way. But to be honest, it does make a lot of sense, especially with the last hits. And if you look, she's close to rate. She's doing a very good job farming despite all the dysfunction that's been going on in this game. She's well on her way to a Radiance at before 25 minutes, so that's
nice.
Obviously, that depends on, the way the game goes, if it continues going the way that it's going. There's a lot of pinging action bottom. CM keeps pinging bottom, although there's nothing there. Mid, Brewmaster's doing pretty well. Spectre farming up top lane. That's a lot of farm. That's a lot of solo farm. She's been up there for like 2 minutes. Bottom lane, yep. They trapped him. Oh, but killed the trees. Killed the Sprout with the arrow. Purge going off on Furion, and everything's good. False alarm.
A lot of
Furion going back to farming in the jungle. Yep.
No one going down.
Yep.
And the CM counter warding.
Yep. But look at the difference here. Furion is kind of farming okay, but look at Brood and look at Spectre. They've been farming for about 2.5 minutes. Spectre more like 4 or 5 minutes untouched in those lanes, in those respective lanes. I think that is going to sum up the difference because Leshrac, look at Leshrac, level 9. You have a level 12, a level 13, and a level 11. Leshrac doesn't even have the level advantage that he needs in order to really, really take over mid game because he was supporting. And I think that goes back to what we were referring to early on how there's certain heroes that you don't want to gimp. And I feel like doing that was really a bad call. I felt like he should have been middle if you wanted a more dominant Leshrac mid game. And look at this nice initiation on Windrunner. Grabs a shackle, stun goes off, and then on time as always, Jay with a impeccable ulti, Yule Scepter with a stun on a different target, double stun on the different target. A little bit of harass. Furion comes in, and now you have a Yule Scepter now used on someone else, and a stun used on another player. But he still goes down. He comes back. He ulted in with no life, and he stayed a little bit too long. Disruption going off. Furion now with a Sprout. Uh-oh, this is gonna be bad. And Morphling. Yep. It's add insult to injury. Windrunner's like, I got this. If Windrunner, if Morph is gonna miss, I got this, coach. Broodmother killing CM bottom. CM bottom again out of position. Really rough because CM's just having. There's no reason to be there. No reason to defend the tower. Stick with your team. She's really not a good solo hero. I don't really understand why she was down there, but she gets taken down. Morphling, however, is farming now bottom, doing a great job, while the other two with the Edict taking down that tower. Man, wow, nice 2-minute swing here from the Radiant side. Wow. Any thoughts?
Yeah, looking at the gold graph, it's the dip is quite nice. Or I mean the inversion of the advantage. Sorry.
Yeah.
Be correct.
Yep. You're right. That's a nice conversion. It's what 2,500 swing. 2,500 swing. Wow. From about, man, that's pretty nice. From about the 9-minute, it's been a 2,500 swing. In mid lane, you have a Sprout going off. Oh, he cuts through a tree like a boss. JO's, I think he's gonna pick up this kill. Furion comes in and nope, Shadow Demon actually gets it with poison. I think this Lesh is gonna go down. There you go. You get a slow. Oh yes. Drunken Haze, Shackle going off. Oh, Windrunner out of position, trying to save a teammate, but she's gonna get caught. Shackle coming off, goes down. That's the commentator's hex. Just when you make a mention of something that happens, the inverse is gonna happen. Oh man, the universe is a funny sense of humor. Oh, here we go. Look at Brood now. Broodmother getting caught out of position. Morphling coming. Oh, beautiful job. Using 15 charges on the magic wand gets them off. That is why that is one of the most underrated but most efficient items in this game. Transitioning this into a Roshan. I didn't expect this. Did you? I think it's a great play, though.
Yeah, it's a great play. It's not something they planned, but they took advantage of everyone being collected and simply being there.
No, absolutely. There's nothing they can do about it. They can't get the manpower. They were out of position. They got caught. Great job. Good transition. With the DD bottom, I believe it's going to be bottled by Jo. Does he see it? Does he see it? No, he doesn't see it. They don't see a DD. You don't see a DD?
Oh, they do see the DD. They just don't want to pick it up yet.
Well,
the Spectre needs another 80 gold. She's going to pick up the relic, and as soon as she picks up the relic, then I could possibly think that she's going to go for the DD afterwards. That's going to give a lot more damage.
I thought CM was going to go ward bot rune, and even though Roshan's down, it's still good to have sight there, and she would have seen it and probably destroyed it, but it didn't work. And Brewmaster just checked top rune. They don't have wards up. That's the problem. Brewmaster checked top rune just now. Looking at the map, they don't have wards up, so no, they didn't see it. Interesting. Oh man, it was right there. Would have been a great pickup for Brewmaster. He could have continued to be aggressive with it, but just a little bit of a misstep. That's fine though. It's no biggie. It's just a DD. They really don't need the DD. They're gonna take this tower. This is really risky. Brewmaster with the blink in, with the stun. Where is the shackle? No shackle. With the hex going off and a Yule Scepter, or hex going off. I'm sorry, Purge. Spectre picks up the Windrunner kill. Brewmaster picks up, and Hannah Montana gets a kill on Furion, but also dies. CM was able to help at that same moment. So, wow. The 3-for-1 engagement. The Radiant definitely didn't want to do that. What do you think about that overstep, trying to push with no side in their jungle?
Yeah, no, I don't like it. I mean, against the team, the game has been even enough so far. You don't want to go ahead and think that you can just get something for free without having to work for it. And wards are working for it. You have to have sight before. I just want to go back a little bit to what we were saying before about the power treads and phase boots issue. Wagamama, actually a great player from Druids, if I remember correctly, commented in chat before as well that since the power tread nerf, you went from +10 stats to +8 or 7, I can't remember. Yep. It's slightly, in my opinion, that's also when phase boots started to become a little bit more popular. And positioning is more important early game than just adding a little bit of extra attack speed. But it also depends if you want to sell the boots and buy something else later if you think you can afford it or not. But yeah, I just want to mention that part and drop it again.
So they take a tower. Furion ports in for the engagement. Windrunner has a port. Has a blink. So she's gonna Windrun, blink. She's gonna be able to catch somebody, right? No. The moment Furion spawns, disruption comes off, and then instantly gets hexed. And now look, they're gonna transition this possibly into a kill. Spectre's coming. Jay's there. Spectre picks up the kill. So your Sprout going off. He's gonna be able to get away. No poison. Oh wow, he actually does get away. Good timing on that. Leshrac gonna be able to get away. Morphling is gonna be able to get away. That's a really good counter aggressive play. They really played that very well. That counter attack was very, very, very well done. Basically started by that Shadow Demon with the incredible timing. Mike, great job on that disruption. The moment Furion showed himself and the animation began going off on that Sprout, instantly boom. Gets hexed and then disrupted. Meanwhile, Hannah Montana doing what Brew does, consistently pushing the same lane all game. Notice this. Notice her items. She has a very important item against a relatively all-magic team.
Definitely.
Great pickup.
It is,
good job
essential
on the
against a hero like Morphling. The killer Morphling is to stop his morph and or to stopping waveforming away.
Yep, she's going to see the DD now. She's able to see the DD from there, for those of you that don't know. So that DD is finally going to be picked up. It was a 22-minute rune when they roached. And she's not going to pick it up. Man, they're like allergic to double damage runes. Because she saw it from that camp. You can see it from that camp.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, no. Okay, I know what happened.
The panda.
Exactly. She told the panda. Panda's finally now going to transition and pick it up. Yeah, he's finally going to make it his own. Oh, they're gonna set up. Oh, Morphling. Waveforms to do damage and then get. Whoa, beautiful job. Oh man, good save. So for those of you that don't know what happened, he replicated and he ran it away. That's pretty common to play. It's good play actually by Morphling. And then when you're in trouble, boom,
great
switch it. Oh, nice. Amazing shackle waveform going off. Wow. Lightning storm comes off. Oh man, Spectre, bad time on that one. Spectre gets sprouted, stunned, everything goes off and he goes down. Oh, Brew picking up a kill with the double damage. The instant buyback by Spectre, I think.
No, Spectre Aegis.
Oh, Spectre Aegis, excuse me, I'm sorry, you're right. Comes back. Spectre picks up the CM. Is he going to pick up? I don't know if he's going to pick up this. Brewmaster still picks up the kill, though, on Furion. I don't think the chase he's actually going to get. He does have his Radiance now, 27 minutes in. He actually got it 2 minutes ago, which we failed to mention. Sorry about that, by the way. So much going on right now. Broodmother consistently trying to push bottom. They're split pushing now, mid split push. Pretty much standard play. Creep cutting by Brewmaster, for those of you not familiar with the term, just going in between the next tower and the tower you're trying to push and just completely killing that wave by yourself. See, no, that's Morphling. Morphling's bottom, trying to halt the push bottom. But oh, nice shackle. Shackle going off. Split Earth, Edict, Lightning Storm.
Oh, that dodge chance on Panda
couldn't
to
get
save him.
Look at that. Oh, Shadow Demon, like a boss, coming in, saving the play. Great shackle and a trap. Misaki, man. Misaki is playing out of his mind right now. Oh, waveformed out to get out of trouble. Oh, he's so good. Beautiful Hex. Nice Orchid. Oh, man, but they're going to split this. That was a... Wow, that was such
Urine coming in and saving the day for
sprout,
sure.
right? Oh, my goodness. Such a fight-changing sprout. Without that sprout, that would have been really bad. Nice push by Misaki using his Ether Shock. They're going to get this tower. Excellent job. Oh, complexity, just showing their skill. Each individual player brings their own unique skill set, and they're just, each of them are such strong players. Brood still harassing bottom.
We failed to mention as well that Furin's ultimate is actually a very, very good counter against Spider. That bounce that goes on those Spiderlings is insanely good damage to get rid of them.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's something I thought of now. I don't know why it didn't occur to me earlier. Just like that's a great counter to Spider. That's that pushing power because he can essentially not only just TP into the lane to save it, but also get that ulti off globally. So he doesn't even need to be there.
Tank on Hannah, BKBs absorbs all that damage and is gonna pour it out. Oh, intelligent play. Yeah, I mean, it's not your fault for not remembering it because or for thinking of it, because if you think about it, the last 5 minutes has been nothing but fight. So it's kind of tough.
And I was more thinking about like when we were looking at the picks and bans in the beginning. I'm like, why didn't I think of that earlier? I'm kind of disappointed myself. But anyway, yeah.
It's okay. Stuff happens.
Well, you just like slyly not mentioning that you didn't think of it yourself either, huh?
Oh no! Oh whoa! Because I did it. I did it. I'm letting you badger yourself. You're taking one for the team right now. I have no problem with that. Spectre coming in. Haunt going off. Oh, she's gonna get it. Shadow Demon is actually gonna pick up this kill on Morphling. Morphling is out of position. All initiated by the Spectre Haunt. And Spectre's still on the prowl. Oh, here comes Jay. They pick up a double kill. CM wanted to save Leshrac. Leshrac wanted to save CM. And what inevitably happened is they both just go down. There's too many heroes, too much firepower. And this is... The Radiant
never save a CM. Never sacrifice any other hero to save a CM.
Look at the gold.
Also destroy that freaking GG branch.
Listen, that branch is boss. That branch is wide. It's a totem of victory. That's the way they see it.
I can't stand it.
The gold graph as it stands is over a 5k advantage for the Dire, as well as, and this is outrageous to me, 15,000 experience advantage. And I'm pretty certain that during that, what was it, the second pause, the game was what, 12-10?
No, it was 13-19.
13-19? Okay.
If I remember
slightly
correctly.
off by like, I don't know, like 10 digits or something. But it's okay. Man, what was once a relatively close game, good exchanges going on both sides, has now just become just a one-sided affair. It's just difficult, man. The split push by Hannah. Hannah's continuing to split push, and they're fighting 4v5 and doing well. When a team's doing well like that, it's tough. Hannah Montana, BKBing again, gonna pour it out. Is he gonna last? Edict is doing it's doing split damage between magical and physical, and I thought that might have been the difference in that fight. But no, it wasn't. She's still able to get away. BKBing in time, porting back in time. She saved herself twice. Huge.
Yeah, that's exactly what that BKB is there for as well. But every time it happens, it's got less and less duration. And looking at this time, for example, compared to last time, they got it down to about 20% HP, while last time was about 35, 38% HP. And next time it happens, is going to be a second less on this duration, as well as the Radiant side having more DPS. So it's not going to keep on saving her forever. And she needs that to be able to stay in the fight, unless it's going to be, like you said before, just pushing. But if she wants to be in a fight, she needs 7 seconds duration. 6 and 5 are just not going to cut it.
Completely agree with you. Bot lane, or I mean mid lane, excuse me. Oh, nice. Brewmaster using the Yules to kill CM. His team engages. Leshrac comes to save the CM once again, and then he pays the price. That Yule Scepter is so incredibly long. What a great ult. He's so good at microwave.
Thank you.
And the GG branch is still there in mid as well.
Listen, totems of victory. Totems of victory. They're pillars of strength.
Like sometimes I go and check Roche pit after they've killed Roche, just see if I can scavenge some items. Usually like a TP or something lying around. If I'm too far away from the side shop to get a TP, I'll check Roche.
Yeah, Roche is going down. They're gonna be an uncontested Roche again. Look at Mike, like a boss. Like, guys, I got this. I'm on the outside. I'm 7-3 with 28 CS. They don't want me. They don't want none. Furion is gonna try to scout it. Is he gonna try to kill it with the... Spectre picks it up. Spectre, Spectre almost has a heart. Has his radiance, or has a radiance. Only has died twice. 19 assists. Now has an Aegis. Oh man, this is rough. Complexity though, excellent job. They are proving their strength as a team.
Yeah, definitely one of the good North American teams out there.
Absolutely.
Like I said, I'm not very familiar with North American teams. I don't want to say too much, but they are one of the few teams I do know about, and I have seen them play before. I do enjoy watching their games, and from both last game and then this game. Okay, last game was a walkover. Wasn't really that fun, maybe exciting to watch, but up until 10 minutes ago, this game was a lot more even. And now find a kill is nearly double as much in favor of coL. But it's still not incredibly uneven to the point where you can just say, okay, they've got a guaranteed win, because they don't. If they do pick off Spider in a team fight quickly and do manage to kill that Spectre, then they can push in, because the Rust is not going to be enough to keep a push away. The Shadow Demon can do a bit of damage, but it's the same thing. They're not going to be able to hold the fourth on drone. They need
Furion can kind of manage it too, because he has a Scythe and a Deso, so he's going to do damage. He's going to lower armor of the surrounding buildings and stuff, so he's going to be able to do... Oh man, Hannah stalking this Leshrac, but then realizing, I don't want to eat an edict to the face. Hurts too much. Yeah, this game is by no means over. It's just the snowball has begun. Top lane, you have... Oh, Spectre's going to get this kill on Toku. Radiance kill. A 2-on-1 just happened. They actually try to preemptively kill and waste this Aegis before any mid push, and then boom, they end up getting just beat to hell. Jay again with the Yule Scepter, stun, kills Shadow Demon, kills Furion. Furion buying back. They're gonna push this tower. I think they're gonna get this tower pretty easily, pretty handily actually. Without question, there is no... Yeah, they're going to get this... Question as to whether they're going to get both Raxes. I think they're going to get the Raxes. Jay is still with his impeccable micro. They're not going to be able to do this. Leshrac is down, and here comes Jay again being aggressive. No, he's just faking aggression, making them go back, giving his teammates time to actually take the Rax. I think they're going to continue to go for the Rax. Morphling has to be very careful. With that Spectre around, you don't want to play games. And here it goes. Spectre's going to actually get the kill here. Maybe, no, Ethereal Blade, but Brewmaster picking up all the other kills. Big play by CM, saving Morphling, and then Furion transitioning this now into a Sprout. Splitter, Edict, and they're still going to get the Rax. Yeah, they already got the Rax, they're good. Even if Shadow Shaman's going to die here, that's fine. He tried to protect Brewmaster, which was the right play, but he ends up going down. It's not a big deal. They get a Rax out of this. Man. Wow,
they stuck around a little bit too long, in my opinion, but they got the Rax, fine, no harm done, and they do have the gold and kill advantage to even let that happen. It's not like Furion's going to be able to backdoor now because a couple of heroes died.
Where do you think the switch was? What do you think was the... I mean, in any game that you play in anything that you do, there's never really one thing that you can ever or you should ever say that is the reason why you lose something or the reason why something fails. There's always going to be a lot of variables involved. But if I had to ask you if there was one thing in a microcosm that kind of shifted the game into the balance of complexity, what do you think it was?
Just off the top of my head now, when Windrunner disconnected and came back, it seems to have hurt the team in the sense of team play. They're not playing as coordinated anymore after she left. And that could be together with the other part that I was thinking of, that once she got the Blink Dagger, she became extremely aggressive, constantly blinking in, doing some nice shackles, and it did get him a couple of kills, but a couple of the times also what's happened instead is that they got caught out.
Yeah.
And the team fight turned, and they ended up dying instead of winning it. And I think that was like the combination of those two things around that time. What was it? Did it?
Yeah, Brood actually makes. I'm not sure what she was thinking, but Hannah Montana made a play. She tried to solo kill Leshrac and then didn't realize that Morphling was above her and then Windrunner was under her, and she just got concaved in, but she got out. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just thought that was interesting. I really thought she was going down. But yeah, that, I mean,
he's still on 8 seconds as well.
Yeah.
Just double checking.
And Morphling is still trying to farm up. He has an Ethereal Blade. He has his Lincoln Sphere. He is of a good level, but I don't think he's going to be enough. I think he's played a really good game thus far. I just think that Spectre is so strong. Level 22, just towering. To put this in perspective, Mikey from Complexity is almost about to double the level of Crystal Maiden, which means, well, I mean, a long time ago it meant this, but even more so now, he can basically feed off of her every ulti if he wanted to continue to farm and continue to get bigger.
For sure. I mean, with that Radiance and her HP, it's not really much of a battle. I mean, she's got less than 1,000 HP, and how much DPS is he doing at the moment? I have to check. He's got nearly 200 damage per hit. With the Desolate on top of that, doing an extra 50 damage, so over 200 damage. Crystal Maiden has only got 5 armor, so yeah, effectively he's doing just over 200 damage per hit. And with the face boots and the dagger, he's doing.
She has 900 health.
Yeah, it's 5 hits.
Anytime.
And that's not counting the Radiance damage on top of that as well.
Windrunner and Furion being really risky. Farming in their jungle while they're going to be pushed top. Oh, Brewmaster coming in with the initiation. He comes in. Oh, Morphling going to pick up. No, Brood is not going to get picked up. As a matter of fact, Morphling gets shackled, and then he gets hit with Serpent Wards. Spectre continuing to just push forward. Wow, pushing them back, rendering Broodmother, Shaman, and Demon all to just have all the time in the world to attack that barracks. Spectre getting a kill on Furion, and this is, I don't know.
That's it. That's the end. No, there's no nice way of saying it.
Absolutely.
They got the mid-racks, and if possibly they would have won a Radiant side, that is, if they would have won a team fight at some point within the next 5 minutes, then it could have maybe possibly turned around, considering that Furion has the potential to backdoor and get racks on his own and are pushing potential. But with the top racks going down as well, it is over.
Brewmaster still continuing to be aggressive. This is ridiculous. Brewmaster is beating the snot out of Leshrac. Spectre's beating the snot out of Furion. The Crystal Maiden, again, look, 3, 4, not even 5. 4 hits and she's dead. Yeah, this game is over. Wow, by no means, for any of you just joining, this is the second round of the Dreamhack qualifier. This is Complexity beating TDM. And in no way does the score indicate how close the game actually was. The game was actually much closer than the score sets. It's just the last 10-15 minutes. The Dire side just they have such good farm and so strong that they just took this insurmountable lead. But this game was really close for a relatively long period of time. Just unfortunate that just the game slipped away, and when it slipped away, it snowballed so fast. Man, well, this is brought to you by the GG button. Delicious, you're the man, bro. Good job. Great insight.
It's been great casting with you. Thank you.
Yeah, man, no problem. Oh, this is game 2, by the way. I believe we have another game set on the schedule. We'll probably have, what, a 10-15 minute intermission, maybe. We'll be back here very shortly. I am Chief Slapaho, DotaLive.net caster. This is Dotalicious Aussie, the best Aussie on the planet. And this has been a round 2 match with Complexity moving on. coL for the win. Close the stream, baby.
I'm gonna need to mute you guys. Option.